guys. We are just gonna get right into it. My grandma was a hoarder. And every time I say that, without fail, someone will tell me, oh, I thought you were gonna say your grandma was a whore. My favorite part about that interaction is that people think that I don't know how to have a regular conversation. Like, we'll be talking about clutter and mess, and that's when I'm like, you know what? This is a great time to talk about my gigolo grandmother. The tricks she would turn. Yeah, there's a lot of news about like landfills and waste. And look, it's because we recently cleaned out my grandma's house. I'm sorry, we did not know it would make the news, but had to do it. My grandma was the kind of hoarder where if you ever left something outside of the curb, ready for a waste collector to pick up, she beat them to it. She would get that first. And I think that's really nice. It's kind of sweet because it was almost like she was saying that she didn't want you to throw out your garbage. Because when she passed, she wanted us to do that. I almost think my family would have preferred that she was a prostitute instead of a hoarder. I don't know. Either way, they both love strangers' junk. Thank you. I live in Austin with some hippies. I know, it's like a tale as old as time. Everything's going great, but there is one thing that's kind of weird. They go through the trash, and I know what you're thinking, like, did you find your long-lost relatives on Craigslist? Apparently so. Yes, my housemates. It's not malicious though. Like, they just want to tell me where to put my garbage. Recycling bin, compost bin, Buy Nothing Facebook group. It's amazing how much of your junk your neighbors want. It's incredible. But you know, I have found stuff that I've thrown out on that Facebook page. Just kind of weird. You know, like plant holders, books, my bank statements. When I approached them about my bank statements, they were like, don't worry, somebody will want your personal information. It's fine. I'm just kind of learning to live with the quirk though. So anytime I want to communicate with them, I just write something on a piece of paper and throw it out. We need more dish soap. Toss. The floor needs to be swept. Toss. Ooh, don't look. I threw out a pregnancy test. Toss. I only do that last one when we need to kick a drama. You know, I even started throwing out my rent money. And that one, I think, is a little bit more poetic because, you see, by renting, I'm already throwing out my money. Yeah, I'm from the Midwest, which is hardly exciting information, I know. Yeah, okay, some Midwestern fans, all right, cool. And growing up, I did not like that fact about me because I have relatives who are from California. Yep. And they would always come over and they would say, well, in California, we don't do that. Or in California, we don't do this. Well, in Michigan, we don't care. I always thought it was like not very nice of me that I didn't like my relatives. But then as I got older, you know, I realized that no one likes Californians. Thank you. I do have some advice for Californians though if you move here. Just tell people that you're from the Midwest. I guarantee you, no one will ask a single follow-up question. It's true. The thing that I find interesting is the different views that Texas and Michigan have on guns. So when I moved here, I went on a date with a Texan, and he took me to get tacos. So we were in his car eating, and he pulled down his glove box to show me that he had a gun in there. Yeah. And I think in his head, he was thinking that he was just taking me on a nice dinner, nice Mexican dinner, and showing me his Glock. By the look on some of your faces, that's like a typical Texas thing. But to me, it was like he was saying, look, one way or another, this date will end explosive. Everyone always wants to know what I'm up to. I have a lot of successful women in my family. I have a lawyer, an anesthesiologist, a pilot, and then there's me. I joined the Great Resignation, so I'm a hero. You're welcome. It's humble work, but someone's got to do it. My mom keeps telling everyone that I'm unemployed, and I was like, Mom, you need to stop telling people that. It's not true. I'm not unemployed. I'm fun-employed. That's an actual term. It means that you left your job to pursue passion projects, and you do want to go back to work someday. But here's the thing, I'm not ready to go back to work just yet, until they change a few policies. I saw an article today that said, the best way to bribe people to go back into the office is to bring dogs in there. Yeah, but here's the thing. I think you need to check the company before you do that, because not all of them are very pro-dog, okay? I once was at a company where someone got in trouble because they approved bereavement for an ex's dog's death. Yeah, I know. And I thought that was kind of dumb. Because, like, bereavement should be for any dog. A dog, your dog, a dog you saw on the street, Old Yeller, who cares? Any dog. Look, they just need to change some policies if they're going to make dogs go to work, okay? The next thing that I want changed is maternity leave. You've probably heard of maternity leave, but you've also probably heard of paternity leave. What you haven't heard of is village leave. Have employers never heard that it takes a village? Your homegirl gets pregnant, we all need time off. All right, on a serious note, my sister is going to give birth any day now, and I'm just like really concerned. Yeah, I'm concerned though. It's like if we don't update these policies, how am I ever going to be a stay-at-home aunt? I don't know, maybe I should just get a job. I would sell my soul, but in a few years it'll probably just end up on the Buy Nothing group.